I've had the same conversation in 3 different Discords in the past month, and I'm tired of answering the same question every time, so I thought I'd make a video instead. Destiny has been out for like 7-8 years, so is it too late for you to play Destiny? Short answer? No, I'm kidding. No, it's not too late. In fact, it's a pretty good time to get into the game now. A new DLC just dropped, and they changed how making builds work, so it's a bit easier for beginners to understand. You can now craft weapons and make your own rolls instead of relying on grinding for the perfect god roll, and lots of other quality of life changes. In fact, the footage you're seeing now is some friends and I doing a raid, and 2 of them I got into Destiny a month and a half ago, and they're now doing endgame content with me, and I myself only started doing raids and dungeons in January, so it's never too late. So, if you played before but wanted to get back into the game again, or you were on the fence and think it's too late to play, here's 10 reasons you should play Destiny. Number 1, the power fantasy. I've been an agent for Washington DC, a space ninja, a javelin pilot, and a lot of other things from other co-op online RPG games, and the only thing that comes close to rivaling feeling as powerful as the 2 strongest characters in gaming is being a guardian. And no, that is not up for discussion, by the way. These are the top 2. I will not be hearing otherwise. I'll be happy to make a video on why they're top 2 if anyone really wants to get into that discussion. But yeah, the power fantasy in Destiny feels amazing. You are referenced and known all around the universe as an immortal force to be reckoned with, and the game makes you feel that way. 5 different elemental types spanning across 3 classes with all different melees, ultimate abilities, and playstyles, and exotic armors to enhance those abilities. Not to mention an arsenal of weapons that seems endless. Tying together abilities, weapons, and the armor, you can make insanely powerful builds, or just some that are, plain stupid if you like to mess around. Because who needs to reload when you can use a chest piece that reloads your weapons while it's shooting? Pair that with a minigun that for some reason gets categorized as an assault rifle, and you pretty much get infinite ammo. And yes, this does work in PvP. I've tried it and also been on the receiving end of it. It's a pretty fun build overall. Yeah, these are the type of builds that you can make when you understand how everything works. Destiny becomes really fun once you understand how to make builds, but I've made an entire video dedicated to the power fantasy of Destiny and helping you choose which class you should play as a beginner getting into the game. Card is up there, you can feel free to check out that video if you want. Number 2, the weapons. Even if you don't know how to make builds, the weapons are just plain fun. Like this toaster that has a lock-on rockets. Yes, I am a Jotun PvP enjoyer. I will not be stopped and I regret nothing. Despite what type of weapons you normally don't like, I guarantee Destiny will have a weapon type that you like among them. In games, I normally hate grenade launchers, bows, pistols, pulse rifle, any type of burst weapons, and LMGs. Pretty much anything that doesn't have the stopping power equivalent of getting hit by a freight train as soon as I press a button, I don't want it. However, Destiny has gotten me to use weapon types I hate. Some of my favorite weapons in this game are weapon types I normally don't like to use. They add fun twists and perks to normal weapons, like you can't not like using them. One of my favorite guns is what would happen if the Thor storyline took place in modern times. Instead of Sindri making a hammer, he made this. I hate using LMGs, but I absolutely love the Thunderlord. I hate grenade launchers, but it's hard to say no to one that sticks to the enemy and causes tick damage till it dies and then drops a pool of poison that affects the surrounding enemies. And did I mention you don't have to reload it? Because you don't. In most games, you kill people that try to cross you, but in Destiny, we Guardians are a bit more resourceful. We turn them into weapons. I actually don't know if that's more or less fucked up than killing them, but yeah, hey, here's a gun that we made from one of our enemies that shoots exploding worms. I can keep going, but I think you get the point. There's an insane amount of weapon variety in terms of power and also looks in this game, and trust me, you will find something that you like. Number 3, it's free-ish. It's free to try. The base game is free, and there's enough content for a new player to dip their toes in the water to see if you like the game or not. I had 15 and 20 hours in the base free game, and as I got accustomed to the gameplay and mechanics, that was enough time for me to decide that I liked the game and would get into it. Because you need to buy DLC to continue playing the full campaigns and the side activities related to those DLCs. I made a video explaining all the DLCs and which one to buy depending on what you want. But you know, instead everybody just uses that video's comment section as a forum to complain about Bungie's DLC pricing, like if I can do something about it. But hey, can't win them all, I guess. Number 4, the story. If you do decide to purchase some DLCs, you are in for a ride because Destiny... Hello? Let's try that again. Because Destiny has great storytelling, if you ignore this current season, that is. Listen, I'm not gonna lie and sugarcoat it and say this game knocks it out of the park every time, alright? They do mess up, and this season is just that. At the time of recording, I'm not happy with the first season of the new DLC. The story's all over the place, and hopefully they can do a better job next season. However, the previous DLCs, they killed it. Just amazing. The storytelling is great, and cinematics are amazing. Peak fiction when it comes to Destiny's story. The highs are high, but the lows are pretty low. But again, when it's good, it's good. If you're a lore nerd, there's plenty of that. Everything is connected for the past 7 years, right up to this point. If you like reading, you can do a ton of that. There's lore on weapons and ships. Again, everything's connected. This is not what you hear very often, but I actually play Destiny for the story. The gameplay is fun, but I mainly play for the story and the quest updates every week. When the story isn't great, like this season, I don't play it that often, but when it's good, like the last few seasons, I play almost every day. Number 5, the class wars. In Destiny, there's 3 classes, and just like the weapons, you'll tend to gravitate towards a main one. And since you're new to Destiny, I'll just save you some time and tell you that the Titan is the best class, so you should pick that one. But you know, everyone else thinks that their class is the best, and it's kind of a fun little rivalry between the 3 classes. There are a lot of inside jokes and stereotypes about the different classes. For instance, the Hunters are all edgy and emo because they were all black. No, they're the sweats of the game. The Warlocks have the knees of an 80-year-old because they don't know what jumping is. They just hover and die. They like to say us Titan mains eat crayons and share one collective brain cell. And that one brain cell is just telling us to punch anything that moves. Now, is that true? No comment. But yeah, even Bungie themselves acknowledge that you know, there is a class war, and they have an event called Guardian Games, which is basically just the Olympics, but all 3 classes compete to see who's going to be the winner for that year. They got cosmetics and stuff. It's all pretty cool. You know, this is all in good fun. Nobody takes class wars seriously, except maybe some die-hard PvP people, but we don't acknowledge the opinions of people who don't know what grass feels like on this channel. Continuing on from the Guardian Games, Destiny has seasonal events like every other game, but I particularly like that they redesigned the entire tower, and you get themed cosmetics with it. There's new quests and events every new season because it's based on a new theme. There are lost sectors, dungeons, raids, Grandmaster and Legend difficulty variants of those missions for those who like the real challenge. As a beginner, there's a lot of content here for you to play. Now, in terms of buying cosmetics, what I love about Destiny is you can grind for cosmetics instead of just buying them. You can pay money for them up front, yes, that's still an option, but you can grind for them. There's a material called Bright Dust, and you can use that to buy event cosmetics for free instead. So, you know, everyone has a chance to get the new cosmetics for an event and even the entire season. The store updates weekly, and certain weeks, one piece of the new seasonal armor will be up for sale using the free currency. Believe it or not, the community is a reason to get into Destiny. But the only reason I'm still making videos for this game is because of the positive reception I got on my first Destiny video. Destiny has the nicest community of any game I've ever played. Everyone is willing to help. They have forums, discords, and even streamers dedicated to helping beginners or just helping people in general. Some are for helping others complete raids who never did them before. You know, on Twitter, there's a lot of meme and art pages. There's tons of content creators on YouTube and Twitch that do guides and tutorials. I hear this one is good in particular. Doesn't have the best upload schedule, but when he does post, it's guaranteed to be a good video. So if you want help in Destiny, lots of people are willing to help. I'm not one of them. I don't have the patience to carry people, but I do have the patience to make a video to tell you go and find somebody because they're out there. Bungie themselves also interact with the community very often. They've started doing community voted weapon skins, so you can vote which weapon gets a new skin and then vote for which skin wins among 3. and it will end up in the game. They've also allowed the community to vote on, you know, which set of skins should be in game for events. Like new Halloween skins that are going to come out this year, we voted on them last year. They also post updates on the game every single week. It's called the TWAB, which stands for This Week at Bungie. It's a long blog post that lets you know what they're working on next in terms of update, weapon balancing, and all of that if you're interested. They also choose art and videos to feature every week from the community on Twitter. So yeah, you know, if you do art or, you know, make little animations, you have a chance to be featured on Bungie's blog and everybody's gonna see it. And the winner gets a little special banner. So yeah, the interaction and transparency from a game company every week is very unique. And the last reason, number 10, is I don't have one. All right, listen, hear me out. I didn't think I'd be able to summarize everything in 9 points, all right? But it's where to leave it at 9, you know what I mean? You've never heard of a top 9 list. It's a top 10. So reason number 10 is just trust me, bro. It's a good game. Oh, wait. Actually, the Battle Pass. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's reason number 10. Destiny has the second best Battle Pass of all the games I've played. Number 1 belongs to Fortnite, but this isn't a Fortnite video. Especially for the free track. If you don't want to pay for it, they will still give you useful items that you can get. But if you do pay for it, every single level is, you know, they give you stuff that will be useful, materials, resources. There's cosmetics, bright dust. Earlier when I said that you could grind for bright dust at the free currency, I actually don't grind pretty hard. I just get most of my bright dust from the battle pass for that season, since they, you know, they pretty much give away a lot in this game. But yeah, those are top 10 reasons why you should play Destiny. Hopefully it was a bit helpful and help you make a decision if you want to jump into the game or not. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If it did, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.